Animal nature. If you leave crumbs by the stove, the mouse will creep out to eat them. She'll build a nest of your hairs and strings and generate 1,000 babies. With keen black eyes and sparkly teeth, they'll snap out holes in packages and chomp down all the sugar, popping out their droppings till the box is full of charcoal shrivelings where crystals once were crystalline. You know, friends, it's nothing personal. So hello, that was from, I'm Elizabeth Costello, that was from my book, Relic, which came out recently from Two-Way Mirror Books. And there's supposed to be a release party at Bird and Beckett on April 4th, and as we know, that didn't happen. But I'm delighted to be reading from my home today, and happy sheltering to you all. Yeah, so let me see. I will pick another one here, or two or three. Yeah, okay. So this one is called Song Sung in Space. They call me missing matrix. They call me quantum queer. They haven't a word for where I might be, where dark and light of equal bright and carbon drifts on quantum wind. If birthed in earth, I burn my root in rocket fires and stay. Call me carbon calibrate, reflecting billions light. I call this here a whole. I call this whole a soul, and birth it sphere by sphere. You know, we're all in space. It's good to remember that sometimes. So this one is, you may remember in 2012, there was this moment when we thought maybe the Mayan calendar was right and we were all, it was going to be the end of the world then. And there have been so many ends of the world since then and continuing, but this harkens back to that year of 2012. 12/21/12. Nevada City. Here are the shops of dresses like dresses of the past, less the corsets of whalebone. Romance is better than history, which tells us much too clearly that pyrite isn't gold. Let's rest our ribs against the lace, but trim away what itches. Let their suffering be our glamour, gathered bodice, crinoline, ruffles at the neck. Take that, starvation and pestilence. Our crocheted half gloves transmit no ague, and our fingertips are free of filth. Let's don the bonnets, but forget to die in childbirth. Nevada City, let's light the lamps and bank the fires. 12/21/12 isn't the last day, but at least the wind makes fists and boxes off the hot tub's lid, setting the 21st century steam against sleet like sleet that struck the minor spaces, chilling them and their women to the bone. At night, they trimmed the wicks and unbound their ribs, but could not unfix their fortunes. Fearing a boundless breath, hard-handed women wept. So there's that one. And the next one is also a bit about California and history. This one's called California Dreaming. Stuck broke by a torn ankle, the miner remained from the early days of 49, first rush, mad, past names never spoken, signs of acorn eaters, More miners, 49ers, long the trail where he stayed, ankle bone splayed, pickaxe pack by the ways never walked by an aid. Foot traffic, hunger for plunder, turned to hunger for meat, stripped from squirrel bones laid in heaps, blackberry pips, thorns, torn, bleeding fingers crammed in his mouth. Ankles at odd angles never do hunger for plunder, hunger for meat stripped from his bones, leathered skin, leathered lips drag the drought, long the cracked creek bed, drink out the hole with a long neck straw. Slurp slow, old miner 49er, lived till he didn't. Oh, California, your dreams come through mouths. California. I am glad to be living here in California, especially the Bay Area. This one is inspired by Twin Peaks. I hope we have some Twin Peaks fans out there in the sphere. The Magician, or The Return's Return. Absent the goal, the search continues. Agent Cooper, your gesture across eons is habitual. Font from which you drink, the same. Coffee cup tips into dimension. Black blood seeps along the line. From corpse to corpse, no angels rise, but lean along the crest, perpetual horizon. Bodies burn to fixed positions while the goal escapes. Absent the wave, the crest continues. Your 3rd, 9th, and 25th eyes fixed to it. While the spotlight narrows, while the star pries open lights. Bomb blasts in reverse, filling lodges, curtains, chairs. From the boiler room, this note, comprised of ashes. Try again. I love The Return and the original Twin Peaks, of course. I mean, who doesn't like that? Maybe some people. Let's see, I'm gonna do one more from this chapbook, and then I'm gonna do a couple from outside of this chapbook. So this one's called Acting. I'm walking in Berkeley. There's this man in front of me, so tall, all lines, his planes at odd angles to the sidewalk. We walk. I try his limp. He's so tall he could fall and trap me with the trapezoid of his back, but he's likely light, right? These bones aren't hollow, lest poverty scooped his marrow. Is it eating him now? I, in my privilege, dream his life like some kind of freedom. Nothing but the body's constant hungers for hands grasping, his hands hanging from the stockade of his shoulders, the left's limp fetal curl, the right's straight down salute to the ground. A long pinky nail catches light like a ray beam beginning. I send my rays with my eyes into the back of his head. I beg him, show me your power. Show me the light, your long lines wrap this lie of the body, this power, your power to cut the sidewalk with your ray beam. Let's cut it up. Let's be free of these shrinking perimeters. See, man, I've had pain. I've had the pleasure of waking from the first sleep after a bad injury, the sweet spot before the shrinking perimeter, the impossibility of forgetting these geometries. See me, man, I am you too, as me, forget these lines. But his clothes hang as on a line when he bends. He bends so quickly, flicks out the left hand, flicks with a shake to the bag from the ground, shakes out the bread piece. From this distance, I remember enjoying people for what they could feed in me. How ruthless I feel, how small my heart. He pops the bread in his mouth and turns right out of my sight. So that is the, also from Relic, from Two Way Mirror Books, run by the great Marina Lazara. If you're interested, you can email her for a copy, rhythmgardens@gmail.com. It's very DIY, but through an email, you can have your own copy. And then I'm just going to read two more, if that's all right. And I'm getting the nod. So this one is called Where the Light, and it's for an anthology that's going to come out in a couple of months with the theme of home. And the proceeds from the anthology will support Moms for Housing, a very cool housing rights organization in Oakland. And it's edited by Sarah Beal and Carla Brundage. And yeah, so here's the poem. It's called Where the Light. Where the porch light sizzles, where the sun that spills through sills shadows branches on the boards, where milk slops from the bowl, where the daughter cries for kittens, where the mother tells her no, where the mother tells her yes, where the story is told of how this came to be, a house in a city, in a country, in a county, in a world, where a world thrives inside a world and deeper still, to pillow places and cat claws curling, where the daughter does not wake but walks to where the moonlight silvers the sill and slips along the boards, where the mother wakes to find the daughter speaking fever's tongues, gathers her and brings her back, that she may sail on sweat-soaked sheets to break another day with walls, with floor, with roof. So there's that one. And then this final one is a newer one. And of course, you know, everything, I'm sure most writers, poets feel, I don't know, maybe some people feel that they really finished things or, you know, but I think a lot of the time you just feel like you might keep reworking things. So this is a new one, and maybe it will become something else later, which is sort of fitting with the theme of it and the title of it, which is transmission. Transmission. I'm told there are temples for this. Enter with a handful of cornmeal, exit with a gum eraser. In the conversion of pomegranates to carburetors, what is lost? What lees are these in the bottle bottom? What pig iron bastardizes the breed? Turn offal out on the breadboard, unfeed the buckets of berries. Bury the butter in iron filings. What hams are baked by hands? What heads are crushed by products? What byproducts are covered with concrete? What sinking feeling gives rise to a new day, a monolithic broccoli? One green thing to feed us all. One gold coin to trade for easy breathing. And yeah, so that's it.